So here we are down in the Woodland Garden. It's March 2020 in Australia, and I just really want Gerard to talk through his design for this. Essentially, it's a paddock, but I want him to talk through the design of it for you guys, because listening to how he comes up with concepts, listening to how he thinks through things and then puts it all together is really incredible. I find it fascinating, and we've developed a system here that I think is replicable, and I hope that you're inspired by it. I am, and I really hope we're creating something wonderful. So Gerard, can you just tell us about this woodland garden design?
This paddock's just below the house and up the side of our driveway. It has always been a very poor paddock, and we've had a few attempts at trying to improve it. We had our pigs running through it at one stage, and trying to work it up that way. We've sown it down with introduced pasture species. We've let it go. We've had certain native species, and what we've really left with is these grasses. This is at the end of a particular hot, dry season, and nothing's going at all. We had 111 mils of rain a week ago, and this green is a result of that. So that's pretty good. But from a grazing perspective, this hasn't worked. So we rethought our process and decided that the proximity to the house and where we want to build our packing shed and our commercial kitchen, this is a good area to grow some production horticulture. So what we've done here is place in some swales, and they're just small swales, and below the swale you can see that we've planted fruit trees. The swales are marked every 10 metres or so, and between the fruit trees our plan is to grow mainly perennial horticultural crops. By swinging our productivity over to be perennial rather than annual, we're helping prepare ourselves for the variances in climate change, where we're going to have more extreme events. The swales will harvest water from this run here down to where Aurora's lying, and so that in itself signifies that the swales are working, because she's found a nice cool spot to sit from where this rain has sat last week. And so there's a small swale here, and as I step up you'll see me come up. That's the height of the swale, and then we come down, and this is where the fruit trees have been planted. Now, as I said, we've had a particularly hot, dry season, and these fruit trees we planted not last year, the year before, so they're about 18 months old, and some of them are really doing it tough. I watered them with a water spear, which I'll demonstrate in another video later. As these fruit trees grow, they'll spread their roots out and they'll tap into the water that's coming through those swales. And then as we go down further, we'll put our perennial horticulture, which is still in the design phase. We'll have some artichokes, and we'll also have some flowers through here as well, waratahs and proteas, some of those hardy type flowers. As we go along here, you may not be able to pick it, but there's a whole range of fruit trees. What we did, we went to a local supplier, because we wanted trees that had been bred and propagated locally. And we got several types of apples, several types of plums, several types of peaches, including nectarines. And as part of our system, we don't have two of the same plant next to each other. So we've basically got a pom, which is the pear and the apple tree, stone fruit, which is going to be the peach or the nectarine, and a plum. And then the next one will be another pom, but it won't be the same as this one here. So it might be a pear, a peach, a satsumi plum, an apple, a nectarine, a blood plum, and that is varied right across along the swale.
Gerard, can I ask you what the plastic bags are around the trees?
One of the problems we have here are rabbits, and we haven't been able to get on top of them. And the rabbits come and they ring bark the tree, and we lose a few doing that. So this one here, this is split. So it's supposed to sit up here high like this, And I can see here this one's actually a peach, a Lena Kirsten. So we've got half a dozen different sorts of peaches. So the next peach that goes along this row won't be a Lena Kirsten, that'll be a O. Henry or something like that.